My name Vadim Lazitsky and my channel about fishing in Cyprus, Cyprus Bass Guide. So guys, I show you closer how to make the drop shot rig. Now it's how it looks like real. You see here the weight 15 grams, then the distance 70 centimeters. It's very important, this distance, because sometimes people do less, like 30-40 centimeters. And I realized when the bass really staying quite, let's say, higher from the bottom, in the middle of the water, he cannot see your bait and no bites at all. So it's very important to remember, because this distance from the hook till the weight play very big role. So I'm recommended, from my experience, especially about bass fishing in Cyprus, 70 centimeters. Sometimes I'm using in 1 meter when I have a really big bush in the grass and you have to stop your bait between this grass, you know, you imagine. So here, like the big bushes or underwater trees, and bass somewhere staying here, so you can use and you can stop, because here is the weight. You can control your bait because the weight is 16 grams and you can control. You can stop for the second and you can make like few movements like this, and it's enough, and you will feel the bait. I like it. It's really working in the springtime and the cold water, when the bass is not really active and he's staying somewhere in the middle of the water. So the drop shot helps a lot, because sometimes, like the wakey system and the other kinds and other techniques without the weight, it's very difficult to control them, especially in the wind, and very difficult to cast them too far. With the drop shot, because you have 16 grams, sometimes we can put 25 grams. You can imagine my biggest cast, like I did like 60 meters, was the weight 26 grams, 60 meters in the wind, and the bass was here too far. Sometimes also the bass staying too far, so you need a very big weight to use long casts. Also you can put here like the crow, the small crow, such things, slugs we called, also like vips, all right, shaky worms. Also you can use it in this type, and different kinds of plastic worms. I prefer the dark colors, works better in the cold water, but sometimes we're also using the white colors and attractive colors, depends on the color of the water. So that's it. Remember, very easy. I just remind you one more time, the weight we start from 15 grams, fluorocarbon from 0.26 millimeters up to 0.33 millimeters. Number one, offset hook, this distance 70 centimeters from the weight to the hook, and here is 50 centimeters. Then our slug, and that's it. So you can prepare everything at home and easy try to catch bass with this technique. So our next step, I will show you how to use these techniques, especially for the bass fishing. And sure, I will show you how to make the strikes and how to make correct movements to attract more fish, especially for the bass. So what you need for the drop shot: first of all, the fluorocarbon line. Fluorocarbon line I'm using depends of the year. Let's say if you are wanna try fishing in the cold water in the winter, so use a fluorocarbon line, like start 0.26, 0.27 millimeters. It's around like 8-9 lb. Okay, in my case it's 11/6 lb or 0.29 millimeters. So this is the most common fluorocarbon that I'm using, up to 0.30 millimeters. So if you find 0.30 millimeters, it will be fine, but no more. I mean, because especially in drop shot, it's play big role, because your bait have to stay underwater. The more flexible, the more light, you know, because if you're gonna put the fluorocarbon like 0.30 3, 0.35. Especially in the cold water, it's also play big role. So pay attention on this. Do not put very big diameters of the line, so up to 0.30. In my case, I remind you 0.29 millimeters. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I will take my fluorocarbon. Okay, this is our fluorocarbon. Then the hook, it's very important. I have different kind of hooks, offset hooks. I use Owner, my favorites, for many years. It's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Because number 2 and number 3, number 4, etc. It's big hooks. Usually we use these hooks for the Texas rig, for other kinds of baits like swim bait. Of course, from my side, what I'm understanding, because from drop shot we are using small baits, small plastic slugs or the worms. You see, like 2.5 inch, like 3 inch, 2 inch. So you don't need really big hook. This one is the big slug, actually from Megabass, my favorite one, with the smell, also with attractive smell. They use a lot of smell, so attract the fish more, and very flexible and light in water. Okay, also dark color, very popular. Sometimes I use the crowfish as well. You see, the small size, because it's very important also, because if you're gonna put the big size, you're not gonna play such attractive in the water, especially in our technique. Okay, so I'm choosing hook size. It's number 1, offset hook number 1. What are you gonna do? You see, okay, hook number 1. You're gonna put here line. Okay, see the line, and we're going around like 50 centimeters. Okay, 50 centimeters, so it's visible. Yeah, 50 centimeters. I'm stopped here. I fix it with my finger, and this line I'm putting back in the hook. Okay, I'm putting back. Okay, and what we see now, like 2 lines inside. Okay, you see, like 2 lines inside. 2 lines inside. This is distance they measure from the beginning, like 50 centimeters. Okay, 2 lines inside. So I put 1 time and the second time back. So here, now we look carefully now what I'm doing now. Now I'm doing knock, simple one, like this. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, you see the simple one. Then I turn my hook up. It's very important, like this way, because like the bait will be in the water. Okay, and I put hook inside in my loop, in this big loop. Okay, I put inside in the loop. So everything what I have here, carefully with my fingers, I put down where the loop of the hook. I keep it my finger. Okay, so this is lying this 50 centimeters. I put some water. This I put in my teeth, and slowly in 2 lines, this line and down line there. I have to, this line I'm turning my side, and this one is down. You see, I'm keeping the hook. It's very important, the direction of the hook. If you are not gonna keep your hook with the finger, can be later on in this position on down. It's not correct one. The hook have to be in this direction. So you see how it's beautiful now. Okay, you see, this is the correct way of the drop shot. Okay, from this side, from the beginning. Also we make small loop from out for swivel. Here we're gonna put on the swivel on our main line. Okay, it's enough, or it's maybe 1 or 2 times, and more than enough. I make 1 time, believe me, it's enough. In our case, again, you can do 2 times. Okay, I will cut this piece. So you see, this is the loop. This loop going to the swivel and to our main line. Then the distance, okay, this is the distance. Sorry guys, it's less than 50 centimeters, it's 40. Okay, it's not bad. The most important measure down after the hook, okay? So here the loop for the swivel, and then we see hook, and then we measure from the hook down here. Measure. The most useful distance what I'm using, 70 centimeters minimum, okay? So I measure, I'm cut here, okay, 70 centimeters. So this is the hook, this is the line, like 70 centimeters. And here on the bottom, our weight. About the weight is very important. We have to understand, because in Cyprus, some people do not pay attention on this. This is special weight, the stick, we call them stick, different kinds. Stick for the drop shot, you need the stick. Because if you're gonna put other weight, you're gonna stuck between the big stones and the rocks, and you're gonna lose your weights every time. So the sticks, this is 16 grams. I prefer from 16 up to 20, sometimes up to 25, heavy, depends on the distance. But if you will find 15, 16, will be perfect. Okay, here also we have a small swivel. Okay, here you can do whatever you like. I'm using like this, something similar like I do before with a hook. 2 times back, then again I make the simple one, knock. Again I have the loop. Inside the loop I put my weight, the same what I used before with the hook. Okay, here we are. Some water. Oops, sorry, got it. So mistake. I didn't put a lot of water inside. So okay, one more time. No problem. Sometimes it's happened. So check twice before you do correct trick. Okay, one time here. Let's do here. Let's do here. Again I have a loop. In the loop we put a weight. We move everything here. Slowly. Okay. And we cut this piece. And that's it. Very beautiful. You see? Very beautiful stick. We go up here. And here. This is the hook. This is the line. Okay. So I think it's visible, you can see it. Okay, now more clear to understand what's going on, how this hook's like in the water. You see? Now we can put our bait. Hook number 1, 2-inch worm, we can use for the drop shot in different ways. One way, like this. Okay. One way like this. Just, you see, oh, in the water it's gonna be, looks like this. Okay, very attractive. This is the one way, and the second way I'm using, like the normal one, slug, looks like the small fish. Okay, the same what I'm using for the Texas rig. Okay, put twice. Here one. Okay, nice. Again, you see how it looks like? Okay, I like the small fish as well. Very nice, very attractive. So, this is the weight. And this is our bait. Okay guys, I think you like it. Put the likes, sign on my channel, and I will tell you more and more secrets from my experience of bass fishing in Cyprus. Take care guys. Bye bye.